Hi everybody, and we're on another day out now. We were going to go to the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, then we looked at the ticket prices of £50 and we decided absolutely not. So we've come instead to this place, the Yorkshire Wolds Railway. Never been here before, and I've been to countless preserved railways in the country, so it'd be good to see what this is like. It's £5 admission, which was 10 times cheaper than North Yorkshire Moors. So let's compare those prices as we look around. So that was a pleasant ride.
Nice.
And here's the engine that's four-wheel drive English electric. Ride's only a short one, up there and back, but they do it several times, so you get your full money's worth. Is it?
No worries. Yeah.
There you go.
So
throttle controls.
there you go. That's
Brake.
the clutch there.
Yeah.
So you do that to change gear. Then you just got forward and reverse.
Easy as that.
As you use that, and then brake.
Okay.
So as you push the brake further on, the brake pressure increases.
Oh, so it's air then, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the current project they've got in terms of restoration. It's a six-wheel drive Fowler, 12 litre, so pack some punch behind it. And one of the volunteers was speaking to me just now, and he said that the engine works and they're getting the electric sorted. Windows are all in the cab, so it's a gradual restoration project, but it's coming along quite nicely. And you can see it. Information board just there. Yeah, looks like it was sitting in the shed for a long time, unloved, and it's been saved by these guys. So that's always good when you see that happen. See if I can see inside the cab. I can't see, but you guys might be able to. Yeah, looking good. Portland cement, so there's not many of these that work, I don't think. The only one I'm aware of that's operational in terms of six-wheel drive Fowlers, there's one at Tanfield Railway in the north, and that's only just been recently restored as well, so quite a rare beast this. So we've had a lovely lunch inside the cafe, which is a railway carriage. There's been some nice museum stuff. And yeah, I'd say this is a really nice, quaint little place, and it's only going to get better because it's obviously still very much a fledgling railway, but it's got a lot of charm about it, and me and Alice have concluded that it's certainly not 10 times less of a place than the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, so this is a much better value day out in our opinions.
Wet wank.
Your fascination with that place. And particularly with the brake van just here. Not many brake vans are restored as well as this one is, but inside it's wonderful. But yeah, lovely place, and we hope it's going to only continue to get better. So we're down just down the road, only about 5 miles away, and we're at the medieval village of Wharram, Percy. As you can see here, not much of it survives, but this would have been the medieval settlement back in the time, and I imagine that every one of these mounds represents where a house would have been at some point. You've got the old church just down there, which we'll look at in a minute. Apparently it's the most studied medieval village in the country. Word of advice, if you're trying to get there, don't type in the medieval village itself, because it will lead you to private land, which I've just found out. Instead type in Wharram Percy National Trust car park, and then you'll be able to park up and then do the 3/4 of a mile walk to get here. Here we go, here's some of the outlines of what we used to have in the village. Is that where the houses were? This display will tell us. Let's have a look. Got medieval longhouses and farmsteads. So that would have been where the house's foundations were. A longhouse with the typical form of rural house so much of this time period. Nice. So here we are at the church. And here we go inside the church, St Martin's to be precise. You can see that the scale was smaller compared to what we can see now, but that's a sign of the medieval times. And in here you might be able to see the construction, which I imagine has been remade, but that would, I'm assuming, be in the same style as it was in the medieval times. Yeah, this is brilliant. You don't see many things like this around. No wonder why it's been so extensively studied. Let's see the display, see if there's anything that it can tell us about it on here. So yeah, obviously it was added to throughout the time. Yeah, typical English parish church. So many in the country would have been like this at the time. You can see phase one with the Norman Mott and Bailey style, or similar anyway. So whether this was a Norman creation, I'm not sure. This is the graveyard at the back. All these graves are 19th century, so I'm assuming the medieval ones were unmarked. I don't know if it was custom to put headstones on back then, but it did say on the information that there were loads and loads of skeletons they have dug up over here in the past. Evidence of some medieval surgery as well. So some techniques they used were actually quite handy because they weren't well known for being medically advanced back then. And then we've got the a nice little water setup over here. Whether this was there at the time, it looks a bit artificial to me, but it's still a nice little little thing to see. But yeah, you don't see places like this very often. Nice to get some insight back into what life was like back in the Middle Ages. Yeah, definitely worth a walk for an hour or so. So we're now currently at Bempton Cliffs RSPB Reserve, and look at these, there's gannets everywhere, one of my favourite animals. Saw them first time many years ago, and look down there, there's a few, oh look at that, razorbills just staring out. And how close some of these birds get to you. There's some guillemots just over there. No, the quality's not great, but you can see them. Oh, there's a gannet. Just wait for a couple to pass by really close, and hopefully we can get some good clips here. But they're everywhere, it's wonderful. There we go. Here comes one.
It's the way they fly is really...
Well, they're expert gliders. Oh, this is wonderful. I know most of you guys on here look for car stuff, but I'm a bit of a twitcher as well, so seeing this, whoa! They're just not bothered, they'll come as close as they like. Absolutely wonderful. This footage probably isn't very good, I'm getting distracted by them, but wonderful things. Just zoom out a bit, see what we can find. Might be able to hear distinctive calls on them as well. Gulls as well. I think that's a kittiwake there. It's going down. Oh, wonderful. You've got to come here, you have got to come and see this. Record.